Hello, Pisces. My name is Tiffany from Tiffany's Tarology, and it is so good to be here again with you. I hope you have had a wonderful holiday season. I know we still have New Year's Day, New Year's Eve to celebrate, but it's been really good for me. I took some time off just to spend with family, to get caught up on sleep, to rest, enjoy the puppy pregnancy. It's all been a lot going on, but it's all been really, really beautiful. So, wanted to pop in and get our readings back on track and wanted to see what Spirit has in store for you. So Pisces, let's tap into your energy today. Spirit guides, angels, ancestors of the highest white Christed light. What does Pisces need to hear? We're going to pull 6 cards. We have the Sacred Temple. We have the Loving Woman. I will show all of these cards to you up close. That's beautiful energy so far. Very spiritual time for us, Pisces. We have travel. We have new supportive connections. This is beautiful. Our last 2. Oh, 3. We got 3. We got teacher, taking steps, status quo. All right, Pisces. Bottom of the deck is behind a mask. The honoring path. Wow, okay. Let's see. So we have, again, the Sacred Temple with a beautiful card. We have the Loving Woman. We have travel. We have new supportive connections. We have teacher. We have taking steps and status quo. Let this helicopter pass. Okay. So we will dive into each of these cards individually, but just what I'm getting as a full picture here is you're definitely showing up here as this loving woman. Whether male or female, you could just be showing yourself in a more feminine energy at this time, or you could have a loving woman in your life. If this isn't you, definitely with general readings, place the characters where they belong in your life. But you're showing up as someone who's really going down a spiritual path, opening up to new levels of spirituality that I'm really seeing here with the Sacred Temple, possibly also being asked to dive deeper into meditation, into your spiritual gifts, into your spiritual calling. And ultimately, through the information that you receive, I see you traveling, astral traveling for some of you, and also physically traveling for others, as you begin to unfold where Spirit is trying to take you next. This is going to be a period of time that where you are going to have to challenge the status quo, maybe not doing things that others would say would be quote unquote normal or the best route to take or the safest route to take. I really do see you being divinely guided to take the steps that you're taking in a direction that is more fulfilling for your life. So a lot of you are taking steps towards a new home, towards business endeavors, towards new goals, towards really changing your life. And along the way, Spirit is providing for you powerful forms of connections and different people around you that are going to support you through this. So some of you are going to really tap into, I'm seeing a lot of books here, artwork. There could be artists, musicians, authors, other people who are diviners, so people who practice divination, witchcraft, people who can help you on your spiritual path as well, like gurus and shamans, who are going to begin to help you uncover the truth of who you are and where you are supposed to be, the alignment that you are supposed to be connecting to at this time, Pisces. So this is very much so about you really elevating, traveling, moving, taking the steps towards a new path in your life. But it is going to require that you close out, I'm seeing the word here, cycle. Close out worn out cycles, walk down this path that may be a little bit lonely, but head towards this new endeavor by challenging the status quo in your life. Again, it is going to be, I feel like a road less traveled. A spiritual path is not always a path that a lot of people understand, at least not right now. They may understand it later. And I also think along the way, with this being on the bottom of your deck, that the part of you who has been hiding behind a mask, the part of you who has not been showing up authentically as yourself, or the part of you that may have been scared to be who you are supposed to be, this reading is all about you honoring the path that God has set for you to be your best self, and you will receive abundance and reward for honoring this path. It's a sacred path, but it leads you to a lot of abundance and joy. That's beautiful. So it's like the people around you that you come into contact with 100% are going to be helping you to change the trajectory of where you are headed next. So what I'm going to do is I'll kind of do it how we do our Kipper readings. We'll dive into each of these cards and see what the tarot has to say about it. But because some of the cards will go together, I will read some of them together. So we'll read the Loving Woman and the Sacred Temple together and see what Spirit has to say about those two cards. All right, Spirit Guides, tell us a little bit about the Sacred Temple and the Loving Woman. What do we need to know? We have the Three of Pentacles in reverse, the Ten of Cups in reverse, the King of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, the Page of Wands, and then we have the Two of Swords and the Temperance card kind of hanging out on the bottom, Ace of Pentacles on the actual bottom of your deck. Spirit Guides, why the Three of Pentacles in reverse? I want to clarify your reversals. You got the Knight of Pentacles and the High Priestess. Why the Ten of Cups in reverse? Knight of Swords, the Star, the Four of Swords. Okay. I'm going to put these off to the side, and we will tap in. Okay, so what I'm getting here with the Three of Pentacles in reverse is that this woman who's been on this path, you've been working kind of against the grain, against what you're supposed to be doing, against where you're supposed to be going. And when the Three of Pentacles is in the upright, it's like you're collaborating, you're working with the right people, you're in the right spaces. There's this energy here that's been telling you for a long time that there's been major delay with the Knight of Pentacles being the slowest knight in the deck to your spiritual path, the High Priestess, which is also a Pisces card, because you haven't been in the spaces around the right people, in the proper connections, right? And that came up in our oracle. New supportive connections coming in for you. So you haven't been around those right connections for some time, which has been stalling you, holding you up, keeping you back from actually pursuing this spiritual calling that you have in your life. And for some of you, you may kind of be like, well, I'm not really trying to be like a priest or a priestess or anything like that. But it doesn't have to be a spiritual business that you have, although for some of you it is. But your calling on this earth is literally just what you were made to do, what your purpose is. Some of you are meant to be authors. Some of you are meant to be lawyers. Some of you are meant to be doctors. Some of you are meant to be team leaders, hanging out in social gatherings. Some of you are just meant to work in like real estate or with financing, whatever the case is. And for others of you who are beyond the age of like really working, it's like There's spaces and places within your community that you need to be a part of, or just part of your spiritual quest that needs to unfold, that's been held up by the people around you. I feel like most specifically with the Ten of Cups in reverse, it's probably family, or at least very close people that you love. Ten of Cups in the upright is typically a card of just being extremely happy, of abundance, of family, of kind of like that white picket fence, the rainbow after the storm type of feeling. And with this being in reverse, it's like you haven't been in this space lately, Pisces, to really feel that warmth, feel that path, feel that joy, that abundance that you were supposed to feel, because you weren't in the right, you weren't in the arms of the right people. You weren't in the realm of the right situations. And so when we clarified that, I have to kind of cover up the Star card because she's naked, but we have Four of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the Star card. And what that's telling me is that you've really been in a position where you've had to kind of bulldoze your way through a lot of BS, to be honest with you, regaining your strength, your mental health, focusing on what it is that you need, what it is that you desire, what it is that you need to kind of get through your day, and to heal yourself from these situations that were no longer bringing you joy. So this loving woman, as she's going through the sacred temple and the sacred path, or whatever you want to call it, there is this energy here with the Star card of rejuvenation, of healing, of, there could be significance of water and water ritual in your life. You obviously are a water sign if you're watching this this reading, because you're either Pisces rising, sun, moon, or even Venus. And the energy here of the Star is kind of like you are stripping it bare. You are allowing yourself to be vulnerable. Yes, these situations with family or with people that you love or with things that you used to love have gone south, but there's a determination on your part to move forward with the Knight of Swords and to reclaim your rest. It's like you haven't been able to really sleep, like this person is holding a knife, right? There's been a lot that's been keeping you up. There's been a lot of anxiousness, anxiety, a lot of worries about what you can and cannot change in your life. And Spirit is saying, if you follow the sacred path, if you follow the sacred purpose that I have for you and your soul, you will be able to get to the other side. You will be able to find rest. You will be able to come into contact with the right people. The King of Swords here is definitely alluding to an energy of you speaking your truth, you being authentic, you also gaining wisdom through this sacred temple. This could be you in the astral realm. This could be you during meditation. This could be you, doing your divination and receiving divine clarity, reaching out to a psychic. But there's an energy here of a very mature, very well-seated, been through a lot type of energy that is going to come into your life from the people around you, and is going to allow you to step into more authenticity and more wisdom in due time that will help you on this spiritual quest. You're being asked to also pay attention to the comforts of life as well, because we on this earth, when we tap into the resources that Spirit has for us, we will benefit in a very abundant way from the things that we do. So this Queen of Pentacles here loves what she does and does what she loves and receives abundantly. Because of that, you're in tune with yourself, with the animals, with the earth. You are trying to make the world a better place. You're here to help people. You're here to be of service. But you also understand that your monetary needs are valid. And I feel like Spirit is going to bless you because you are finally in a place where you will, if you haven't already started, you will begin to honor this sacred path, this high priestess energy that Spirit has for you. And because of that, you will grow fruitfully. You will grow abundantly. You will see the pentacle proof of that transaction, if you want to call it that, with Spirit. Spirit is also telling you that this is an abundant timeline for you. That if you walk through this sacred temple and you take note of what it is that God has for you, and you dive deeper into your gifts and your soul calling and whatever it is that you're here to do on this earth at this time, you will be successful. Also, you're learning to put up boundaries. You're learning who is on your side, who is not, who is here to help you, and who is here to hurt you. And Spirit is saying, this loving woman who has been through so much, still with her armor up, has a smile on her face, has her dog at her lap. And it's like you've learned to not only be a lover, but a fighter. And this path is going to lead you to more protection. And for a lot of you with this Page of Wands energy here, this is just the beginning. So you're going to see that if you just start taking the steps, which is the next card here that we're going to be focusing on. If you take the steps necessary to get to the other side and to really follow this path and follow this road, you will see it blossom into much bigger things in time. But you must be the one who lights the match, so to speak, who starts the business, who believes in yourself enough to begin this, who has gained the wisdom that they need, and who understands that when you are also doing what you love and love what you do, there is a lot of prosperity even in that you're probably not used to. Two of Swords and Temperance is saying you may feel at a crossroads. Maybe you're in a place in your life right now where you don't see how you could possibly transition onto this path. Maybe you're feeling a little bit stuck on this path. Maybe you don't really know what it is that God wants you to do. There is this call for you, especially if you've been really wondering what to do, to get more connected to Spirit on a one-to-one basis. Especially for whatever reason, meditation is coming through very strongly. It is an area of my life that I was super into in 2023, but kind of fell off of mid-2024, and I need to get back on the meditation train as well myself. And so I feel like Spirit is saying, we're here to help. We're here to help guide you, to pour into your cup, to give you the tools to alchemize your life into the most beautiful blessing that it could possibly be. But you're standing at this crossroads. You're not really making the decisions. You're not doing what you need to do on a daily basis to make it come true. So you're kind of at this stalemate. But remember earlier that Ace of Pentacles was on the bottom of the deck. This is a beautiful opportunity for you, Pisces. I see a lot of abundance financially as well for so many of you to walk into a timeline where your life is more sacred, where you are in more alignment. You just need to keep taking the steps towards that, okay? So let's actually do the Taking the Steps card, because that card is definitely calling out to me to come up next. And I think as you also stand more in your truth and in your power with that like King of Swords energy, you're going to also be getting connected with people who have the same ideals as you do. And they're going to be able to help you on this path that you're on. So we have Taking the Steps, and I'm going to also put that with Travel, because they're both cards of movement, both cards of getting out of one place and going to the next. So we'll read those together. All right, Spirit Guides, tell us what we need to know about Taking the Steps and Travel. What is coming in for Pisces at this time? What is coming in for Pisces? It's always beautiful when I see travel, because a lot of us, like I said, fourth house is really expanding at this time. And the fourth house is about home, about family, motherhood, things of that nature. So we have the King of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles, the Hanged Man. We have the 8 of Cups, the Sun, Queen of Swords. Love that the King and the Queen of Swords came out on the bottom of the deck. Again! Ace of Pentacles. So there's an opportunity here for you, Pisces. I really feel like Spirit's saying, I'm offering you a fresh start, a new beginning, where emotionally you will be so blessed. Again, with the water. There's a significance to water. You may be moving near water, incorporating water into your daily practices. And you're going to be moving away from this lack consciousness. You're going to be moving away from this poverty, this abandonment energy. Spirit is saying, with both of the readings so far, both of the cards, Ace of Pentacles, brand new opportunities, abundance, the ability to have more. So what I see here is, and I'm going to go a little out of order with the cards. You may be in a period right now where you feel like things have slowed way, way, way down. There could even be this energy of, I feel very much so confused, or, you know, I've been on this path of trying to gain clarity, but I'm not getting clarity on where to go. And Spirit has been trying to endow you with the information, so there needs to be a pivot. What I see with that is the 10 of Wands and the 8 of Cups, of you letting go of something right now in your life that's been holding you back and putting extra burden on your shoulders. So in order for you to get yourself, you know, to this Sun card here, to this King of Pentacles card here, you have to figure out what is not emotionally serving me. What's giving me like 80%. I heard a reader say that the other day. The 8 of Cups to the 10 of Cups would be like getting 80% versus 100% satisfaction. So like, what's giving you 80% satisfaction and causing a little bit more stress to be on your shoulders at this time that you could release? Maybe it would help you get out of this limbo state, and then help you to receive that reward that you have been looking for after being so patient with the 7 of Pentacles, finally attracting the abundance that you deserve with the King of Pentacles. Sometimes taking the steps means you've planted the seeds, you're trying to allow them to germinate and to go ahead and to become the fruit that you want to collect in due time, and to be this abundance that the King of Pentacles has. But it requires that you actually take the first steps of transition. So what I really feel Spirit saying about these group of cards is, whatever has been holding you up, there could be a person, it could be a mindset that you have, but there is a need to kind of give in, give up, move beyond this, take the first step, move in a new direction. If you've been feeling like traveling is something that you've been wanting to do, or you feel like movement is something that has been calling you, whether that is, you know, your body physically moving, that just came through, or if this is you actually taking a trip, going somewhere, physically moving states, cities, countries, whatever the case is, there's going to be a lot of abundance that meets you on the other side. And there's also this energy here again of speaking your truth, being authentic, and not taking no for an answer. Like, I see somebody here who is very assertive, who is saying things like she means them and means them when she says them. And as you walk through this new portal where you're taking the steps towards the future that you want, I see you cutting off, especially these middle 2 cards. I see you cutting off, you know, any kind of situation in your life that has been causing you to be at a standstill. It's time to walk away from that. Your abundance is waiting for you. That King of Pentacles energy is waiting for you. That 7 of Pentacles of you being patient, and then Hanged Man of you kind of being held up. That energy is ready to be let go of with that 10 of Wands, so you can find this abundance again in your heart, so that you can take the steps towards the pathway that you desire. And I see once you let go of the dead weight, you affirm who you are. You say what you need to say. The opportunities to travel, to move your body, to relocate, to up your game is going to be highly, highly aspected in your daily life, because you took the first step towards change. And that is actually removing the dead weight that's been holding you back. So whatever this dead weight is, Pisces, let it go. It's blocking some of the aspects of this abundance that's trying to come towards you. And you don't have to be rude or mean, you know, when you cut things and people off, but you have to kind of just be like, you know what? It's time we move on. So we have here new supportive connections and teacher. I believe a teacher will be a part of this supportive connection, but it doesn't have to be the only person that you'll be meeting. Let's see what Spirit has to say about that. Tell us what we need to know about these supportive connections, Spirit. Definitely people on the right path path with you. The last reading that I did for you guys, I believe it was talking about how there's a lot of people in your path who are not on the same path as you, who don't have the same ideals that you do. So now Spirit is saying, so if you let go of the dead weight, if you let go of the people, the places, the situations that are holding you back, I will bless you with new people. You have the Queen of Wands in reverse. So you could be dealing with manipulative people. I want to clarify that and see if that's your energy or someone else's. So Judgment. I feel like someone could be abusing their power. It could be a fire sign. Page of Swords, the Empress, the Eight of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles. Why this Queen of Wands in reverse? Yeah, definitely a negative. Okay. Put that to the side. And let's see here. Why the Page of Swords? Eight of Wands. And let's ask why the Seven of Cups. The Star card. The Six of Wands. Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So I'll pick those up as I go over the cards they clarified. So Queen of Wands to the Judgment to the Page of Swords. So I feel as though like this first row and the bottom row that has the Empress, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups are a bit separate. The Queen of Pentacles is definitely an energy that you're showing up in right now, Pisces, as grounded and really focused on your like earthly, your monetary gain and all of that. So you could have been dealing with a fire sign, an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or someone who embodied the energy of like a fiery person. It could have been a boss figure in your life or someone who you were collaborating with. That's just what I'm getting. Who over time, Spirit guides let you know, they just didn't have your best interest in mind. They were probably making you kind of feel abandoned or slowed down. Knight of Swords. There could have been communication going back and forth with this person. It was really aggravating your energy. I see a lot of aggravation here. This is the only card that came in the reverse, so I don't feel as though this is a new supportive connection. This could be Spirit highlighting the connections that you've had. So Judgment was called on this connection. So we have here the Judgment card. And I feel as though conversations were for sure had with both the Page and the Knight of Swords showing up in your reading that alluded to who this person truly was, the weight that they needed to hold in your life. Your spirit guides truly showed you the truth of this connection or these people and allowed you to make the judgment call on if this connection would continue forward in your life. So what I see here is that you ultimately said, I know my worth and I know my value. And the people that are going to be coming into your life are actually going to be pouring into you, working alongside you. Eight of Pentacles. As you're working on yourself, these supportive connections are working with you. You have a lot of options here as well as with the Seven of Cups. I feel like there could be communication, online communication as well with these colleagues. When I had clarified the Page of Swords, I forgot to say, I got the Eight of Wands. And so the biggest thing that I see here with that is as this communication is coming in and you're going back and forth with this person, learning who they really are, it helped you to highlight who you really were as well. And you realized quickly with the Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck being about like a karmic connection, this karmic person in your life needed to be X'd out. You were ready for the right teachers. You were ready for the right people to come into your life who would help you to elevate your craft. So if you've been working on something that requires dedication, you know, getting better each and every single day, skill, kind of like skill acquirement, things like that. There's going to be an energy here of Eight of Pentacles working on a craft, maybe being a mentor or mentee to other people who are trying to learn that same craft as you. And I see money coming back into you, Pisces, with these supportive connections, because a lot of the times your connections become your partners. They become your clients, they become customers, whatever you want to say it. And they also connect you with people who can help you out. So that's beautiful energy here. And when I see the Seven of Cups, and we have the Star and the Six of Wands, what I see with these two cards is that through these connections, especially through online connections, I can see there's going to be an opportunity for you, Pisces, to really unfold in a way that you never have before. A lot of success is going to find you. A lot of being recognized for the first time in a really long time for the things that you do, and being, I would say, greeted with energy that is very abundant, which is why this Queen of Pentacles is here. So it's like all of a sudden you have a lot of followers, or you have subscribers, or you have people who are booking readings with you, or you're doing more client connections, getting your name out there, billboards going up, starting a new process where you are part of a team where maybe you have like a sisterhood or a brotherhood, and there's like this teacher, this guru, this shaman who is going to be pouring into you. And this is as a result of Spirit is saying these connections you've had that were manipulative, judgment was cast. Karma was cleared. Defenses were put up against these situations, right? And then underneath that is this opportunity for new caring connections. People who actually love you, people who actually care about how you're doing on a daily basis will begin to show up. And then you're going to be able to be fully in this Empress energy. This is like that loving woman card who's on the temple path, being in your Empress energy, no longer having to fight or be in that like Four of Swords. I don't know who has my best interest. I have to keep this knife under my pillow type of energy. That is going to be thwarted, and you will be recognized publicly and also monetarily for the things that you do. And it is all because you chose, because you don't have to choose, but you chose the temple path. So this is an opportunity of free will. Like we said, will you take the steps? These caring connections and these teachers and these mentors, they want to come in, but they can't come in if you don't follow the path. And then here you are, challenging the status quo. Ending cycles, breaking down barriers as you end out 2024 and go into 2025. So tell us a little bit about the status quo. So we have Seven of Swords, the Two of Wands, Ace of Swords, the Hierophant, what else for the status quo, Spirit? We need two more. This Four of Swords keeps wanting to come out. The Judgment. Bottom of the deck is the Three of Pentacles to the King of Cups. The Moon. And the Star. Wow, you are so beautiful right now, Pisces, your energy. Bottom of the deck, Four of Pentacles. So I just feel like you're saying, like, the time is now for me to actually take what I need. I've been giving to everybody else. It's time for me to take what I need for myself. I've been in this Five of Cups energy, not having what I need, not being around the people that really serve me. I want this Ten of Pentacles. I want this better life. I want to, walk down the street towards my brighter day. I will walk it alone if I have to, but I want to look into why the Seven of Swords. Why the Seven of Swords? Two of Swords to the King of Swords. So there could be a very cold energy in your life, Pisces, who has challenged you in ways I can't even imagine. A person who could have been deceptive, who could have been manipulative, who could have been lying, taking from you, whether physically, spiritually, or energetically. It does not, emotionally as well. This person has really for a long time had you caught up about which way to go, what to do, and you're going to receive some clarity about what decision to make. And I really do see you taking a firm stance against the situation, in your King of Swords energy. You're looking at your brighter day. You're looking where you could go next, how you could live your life. You are, rising to the occasion with the Judgment card here of where does my soul belong? What am I supposed to do? What gives me light? At the end of that pathway with the status quo card, there's this beautiful light that's emanating from there. And I just feel like God is saying, It's time for you to get serious about the structures in your life, the foundations of your life, being in alignment with who you're really supposed to be. The Hierophant is about traditions, about values. And if other people that you are in contact with don't have the same values as you, if they don't have the same, just trajectory in life as you, this is an opportunity for you to make a change. So I see you receiving divine clarity on how to move forward on this, temple path that you're on. You're challenging the status quo. You're telling people, I am on a path where I don't necessarily know the end point, moon card, but I know that it offers healing, star. I know that it offers hope, regeneration. I'm coming here bare. Both of these images show people without clothing on, so I can't show them for too long, but there's an energy here that I just feel of like stripping yourself bare, of no longer wanting to be this person who has to sleep with one eye open at night. You're stressed out, mentally fatigued. It's time for you to go where you feel called to go, do what you feel called to do. A lot of you, this will manifest in the travel that you actually take upon yourself to do. And you're going to actually, go through, I feel like, a period of judgment where people don't necessarily understand who you are or why you're doing things the way that you do, but it will make sense in time. This is you plotting out the way forward, though. The future that you desires you, Pisces, but you have to take the steps. You have to be willing to challenge the status quo. You have to be willing to do the work, but also to see the truth of others and to recognize that you don't want to be behind that mask. You want to be true to yourself, true to your heart, true to your ideals, Hierophant, and you will ultimately make a way. I'm going to pull some empowerment cards for you, Pisces, to round out your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. So you have new birth. I am ushering in new life. I am open to what is being born in and through me. Something beautiful is on the horizon, and I cooperate with the universe to bring light and life into the world. So as you make this temple path your own, as you take this new birth, this new life, this new conception, the Empress card came out, into your reality and really pour into the spiritual path that God has led you on, you will begin to see how it really brings light and love and change into the world. You have strings of destiny. So this is part of your destiny, Pisces, for this to happen, for you to go through these awakenings, these rebirths, these transitions. You're recognizing the fakes, realizing the people that you need to have in your corner. It says, I weave the strings of my own destiny. I imagine my future into reality. I attract wisdom, cultivate strength, and today I will take the next step in my journey. Okay, so taking the next steps in your journey is truly the theme of this reading. Like, it's time to go. It's time to take the next steps. It's time to travel. It's time to move. It's time to physically move your body. It's time for you to challenge the status quo, to believe in yourself, to let go of any other misconceptions that you've had. You weave the strings of your own destiny. We got this card last time. It says embrace divinity. So it says, I am a loved child of divinity. Reality is a love story written for me. I sit silently and experience the loving embrace from my eternal mother. I store up the words of affirmation of my ageless father. The tender words that spoke my consciousness into existence become me. You are a divine being. Do not let anyone ever let you doubt that. Realize your power, realize your divinity, realize you have what it takes. You have a spirit team that is divinely guiding you, who is giving you the resources, who is giving you the wherewithal to push forward towards your goals. You will have to challenge the status quo. You are going to come into contact with caring connections and people that support you. You are going to have to start taking steps in a new direction that allows you to travel. And once you are fully aligned with this temple path, I really believe the biggest part of this is you will no longer be behind this mask. You will be yourself. You will be honoring the path that God has for you. And there is a bright future optimism that is waiting for you as you open up your consciousness to the divine and to what God has for you. Spirit, source, the creator. There's a lot that wants to come in, but you must honor the path, meaning that you have to choose the path. And remember your divinity. So I'm going to leave you with that, Pisces. I am so excited for you. This was a very spiritual reading. And I hope that this gave you a little bit of clarity on your journey. With all that being said, I will see you again very soon with another video. Bye, Pisces.